finally opened up my eyes, and I saw me coming back to life, that I'd be better without you inside. It's time to be someone I want to recognize. The future starts right now. I made a reservation, but you never came, so I'm checking out. The fire you stole away, I know one day we'll come back around. The future is now. The future is now. The future is now. I waited for you in the passenger seat. There's only so far I can ride in your dreams, while you were chasing everything.
This WAFL Colts broadcast is brought to you by Electrical Group Training. Considering a career as an electrician, visit egt.net.au to start your journey. Amy, when the bounce serves you a clanger, lucky you're with Amy. And Front Row Screens, your local streaming superheroes.
Hello and welcome to the Good Grocer Park for round 14 EGT WAFL Colts action. My name is Denham Melrose and it's a pleasure to be with you on this Saturday morning for a clash between two sides that are trying to make their way up into the top 2 and into the top 5 to play finals. It is East Fremantle against Peel Thunder. East Fremantle hosting us on this Saturday morning. They come in to this game having defeated Claremont in their last game, a huge victory for the Sharks. Just 3 points they got over an inaccurate Tigers side bye. Then they had the bye last week. Before that, a loss, a win and another bye. So a bit of everything for Sam Mainwaring's men. Peel Thunder enter this clash off a defeat to Claremont, both sides playing the Tigers in their last outing, but Claremont 5-17, still inaccurate, 47, getting over Peel Thunder 5-8-38 in their last game. The Thunder have lost their last 2 games, but coming off 2 wins prior to that. So we will see who gets the chocolates on this occasion. A couple of changes for both sides. East Fremantle going without Connor Parkinson, Mitchell Baker, Alexander Powderly, Nate Pauline, Benjamin Gaddy and Cooper Ramsey. Cooper Ramsey, the latter of course, they're going into the state side for the weekend. And coming into the side, Tate Abbott and Jet Abbott return, Drew Hughes, Oscar Mayles comes back from a leg injury, Riley Singleton comes back from a hamstring injury, and Gus Morish makes his debut today coming off a foot injury which has kept him out all season. For Peel, Harrison Crowe, Jethro Davison, Jake Cooper and Bol Makiewicz go out of the side. Coming in, Beau Falloon, Ezekiel Little, James Money and Ethan Nascimento into the side. There are no late changes. Last time these two sides met was round 1. Peel Thunder 5-11-41 on that occasion were defeated heavily by East Fremantle 13-12-90. Guy Ormerod kicked 4 on that day for the Sharks. He's of course not out there for the rest of the regular season at least, returning in finals. Isaac Boothie and Reed Foote kicked 2 apiece. They are both out there today, so we'll see if they can have an impact against the Thunder today. Midfielders Quentin Basic and Jet Abbott had 20 apiece. And Finlay Yeo, 24, 5 marks, 6 tackles, 11 inside 50s. Also not out there for the Sharks. For the Thunder, Ewan Thompson had 26 and Drew Clark had 26 as well with 6 tackles. We'll see if they can have an impact on this one as well. The umpire is holding the ball aloft, waiting for the siren to sound. We're just waiting for the time to tick over to 9:15 to get this one started. I'm going with East Fremantle in this one. The home ground advantage. They've been the better side all year. A much healthier percentage and better form coming in as well. But we'll see if the Thunder can shake things up to get into the top 5 to play finals footy. Males had the first touch on it. The first clearance going to come from Clark, although he's run down in a really strong tackle. That was Boothie. In fact, it was Scott to get us started for the Sharks. They're going forward. Nice little fist on it there from Fenton. The Sharks have got it back and they're going inside 50 quickly. First flying shot at goal is left. And just to behind, the Sharks on the board first in this one. Thompson to bring us back into play. 12 degrees here at the Good Grocer Park, a little overcast. No rain expected as of this moment though. Peel Thunder trying to work their way out of D50. Kick wasn't ideal from Falloon. Mayles laying the tackle. Then goes in and taps it forward. He's going to find a teammate there. That was Abbott. Back into the side today. Jet, that is, of course. Now they've turned the footy over. Back to McMeekin. Flying snap at goal is going to land. Well, there's a whistle. It was going to land safely. Ben Wood overcommitting. James Whelan will happily accept a free kick for the Thunder. Right at full back. Secret Harbour product, James Whelan. Long clearing kick out of D50 for Loon. Couldn't quite, nor could Nascimento, who in the end is happy to take it out of bounds. The player focuses that we're looking at for East Fremantle, it's Hunter Hearn, of course, captain of the 2025 State 16s. He was a train-on with the State 18s this year. 8 games this year to take his WAFL Colts total to 14, just 16 years of age. And playing some really, really good footy down back for the Sharks. The whistle here, it might be a little high. It is. This footy will go Peel Thunder's way. It's going to be Carr. Another member of that 2025 State 16 squad, along with Hearn on the opposite team. Ball to forward 50. After this one is Jet Abbott, but he can't get there, so it'll be a lasso free kick. Although the Thunder players haven't quite worked that out yet. It will come back though to Drew Clark, who can put Peel inside 50 for the first time today. Exactly what he does. Standing under it was Singleton, but couldn't take the mark. Goes back in and lays a tackle. We'll get a ball up. Now Peel Thunder player focus is Trent Robinson, who leads all goal kickers in the WAFL Colts competition this year. His first season of WAFL Colts footy, 24 goals in 11 games. Look for him to make a big impact on the scoreboard again today. Saxon Carr goes in hard, wins the footy. He's going to kick it long in the Robertson direction. Fist came. Eventually, it is buffeted over the line for a single behind. Levels the scores here at the Good Grocer Park. Mentioned the last time these two sides met, it was East Fremantle pretty comfortably. That was at Lane Group Stadium. They're going to go right down the guts here, the Sharks, and that's a really good kick. And there is the man we spoke of, Hearn, who's off with a bounce. Struggles to get it to come back to him. In the end, gets a handball away, and they're going to go inside 50 now to Connolly. Can he find a target? Kick is a mongrel along the ground. And that's definitely high contact. You can't do that. James Whelan, a little over-aggressive with that bump. And this footy is going to come back now to Jet Abbott, who's made a really good start to this one. 4 early touches already. A chance to kick East Fremantle's first. Averaging 20 disposals a game, more than 5 marks a game. Yet to kick a goal this year. The umpire's barely moved. It's straight through the middle, and East Fremantle are on the board. What a start for Jet Abbott. 5 touches and a goal early in this one. Back into the side today, and an immediate impact through that midfield. What have Peel Thunder got in response? Adderdale product Jet Abbott, 184 centimetre, 18-year-old. Been around 11 games or 12 games now total in the WAFL Colts competition, but just game number 3 for this season. Into the middle is Reed Foot now. Couldn't quite control that one, and we'll get a repeat stoppage. Edwards and Mayles do the ruck work. Comes down to Russell, but he couldn't handle it. McMeekin laying tackles for fun, as he has done all season. Get another ball up here. McMeekin averaging nearly 6 tackles a game. Edwards wins down the hit out. Not necessarily anyone's advantage though. Trying to scrap at ground level and go back in and win it. Wrong tackle laid by Thompson. Umpire signalling where he's going to be backing out. We've seen a fair bit of conjecture around umpire contact recently. Edwards is going to win a free kick here out of the ruck. Last Peel Thunder forward again. He does that. A little wide of the 50. It's not really to anyone in particular. Bounces over the head of a teammate. Hearn goes in and wins it. McMeekin taken in a strong tackle. But it might have been a little high. Was. McMeekin will accept the free kick. Can use Abbott on short. Disposal number 6 coming up already for Jet Abbott. Nice ball use. Come corridor side. Now they're just going to go down the... Oh, that's turned over. Not the best kick. Going in strong to win it was Russell. Going to blast them forward. Back with the flight. Brave in the end. And holding the ball. That was Tate Abbott. Couldn't quite get a handball on it. And now Braden with an opportunity to put Peel Thunder right to the top of the goal square. It's exactly where he goes. And well positioned and taking an easy mark in the end was that man Trent Robertson. More scoring shots than anybody in the WAFL Colts competition this year, Trent Robertson. 17 years old out of Hall's Head. Over 4 marks a game, and as we said, first in the competition. The goals kicked, 24 in his 11 games. A chance for his first of the day. No easy task from this angle. But he makes it look pretty easy. Trent Robertson just waltzes in and nails the Thunder's first. So the Thunder able to tie the scoreline through Trent Robertson. Spoke about the start. Jet Abbott's made 6 disposals and a goal already. No other player has more than 3. Get restarted in the middle of the ground here. As we spoke about, the Thunder vying for finals, which has been a rare thing to be able to say about this Colts side in recent years. Chance this year to break that deadlock as Males tries to drive East Fremantle forward, fighting through contact there, but turning it over and going in Basic hard. He's really shanked that kick. Would have steadied. He had a bit more time than he probably expected. Went to Basic. In the end, the result is simply a throw in, but deep inside the Sharks forward 50. Ben Wood to do the ruck work inside the arcs for the Sharks today. Beaten for it by Edwards, who won it down to Whelan. Clearing kick. It ended up going straight to an opponent in Hughes, but they've spilt at the Sharks, and now Peel going forward again, although that kick left a little to be desired. Going in strong to win it was somebody in the number 6 jersey for East Fremantle. We'll have to check that because no one was listed in the number 6 jersey. Benjamin Gaddy, of course, typically wearing that, but was out of the side today. Getting confirmation that that's Jordan Gould, not in his typical number 19 jersey. Males won it candidly in front, and then the kick was smothered out of bounds by Giller. Doing the ruck work against Males is, of course, Oliver Edwards, the younger brother of Mitch, who's had a steady start to his AFL career at Geelong. Plenty of games this year. Ollie in game number 10, 17-year-old for Peel Thunder today. On that one down. In the end, the ball spills. Scott couldn't get boot to ball. Tapped forward. Kale going in hard after it. Big bump laid by Carr. And in the end, Scott is wrapped up and we'll get a ball up. Ollie Edwards, 24 hit-outs a game. Nobody's won more hit-outs in the WAFL Colts competition this year than him at 218. That was a really interesting pulled kick. Connolly goes in and smothers it. Taken away by Hughes. He might be caught holding the footy. Really interesting kick from Hughes. A moment ago, he pulled it at the last second, almost directly right. They've turned it over here, East Fremantle, although in the end, it actually gets through to Wall. Composed, time to steady and put them towards the 50. Wall flies, couldn't quite. Ground level, picked up by Moylan Johnson, and then a strong tackle laid by Gallatley. Not quite holding the ball. Probably lucky on that occasion, Tyler Wilson, that the boundary line crept up on them. Of course, you go the don't argue, that is your prior opportunity. A bit of a stalemate so far. Neither team with any real dominance. Clark going in strong, can't break through. Look at Edwards. Edwards wins it down again. Pringle laying a tackle. Right back in the middle of the ground. Males this time. They're pretty well splitting the hit-out battle at the moment. Onto it strong was Wall. Gives a handball to his namesake. Cassius, that is. His kick is out on the full, though. Not his greatest moment. A wall-to-wall connection going inside 50 for the Sharks, but to no avail. Liked the season of Lachlan Wall. 16 years old still, but showing plenty of promise. Hannaford. That's a great handball to put Lachlan Wall, as we spoke about, into some space. He puts it in the Boothie direction. He spilt it. Did all the hard work and then couldn't hold on to the mark. Tries to lay the tackle. Is dumped by Whelan and a pretty impressive fend-off in the end. They've turned it over again here, though, Peel. Foot caught high, and he'll get a free kick for it. He'd have to kick this from outside 50. It's probably beyond his distance. Eyes would be darting, looking for someone to make a short lead, and there it is. Man on the mark will be asked to come back a couple of metres there. In the end, Reed Foot thought it through. And East Fremantle will have a chance at their second. From 45 metres out, it's a little right, and it's one behind. Zeus Moylan Johnson, rather. With that set shot at goal as Peel Thunder clear D50 again. Great mark taken there and they're away, Peel Thunder. Through the middle of the ground, here's Giller. Can get and go. Kick to the leading target, Little, that's Ezekiel. Comes up to meet it and shares it with a man on the wing. Leishman turns inside, kicks towards the goal square, it gets over the top. Robertson in a good position, couldn't quite pick it up. Fighting for it, Fidzowicz. Also couldn't pick it up. Money in there as well, but in the end the boundary line beats all. The two Walls out there, two Littles. The Peel Thunder, Ezekiel and Xavier. Held back in inside 50 for the Thunder. There is Ezekiel Little. Couldn't handle it on the first or second grab, does so on the third. Handball along the ground. Done well to win that back. Russell's kick not quite going to make a difference. Basic picks it up and just hacks it out of 50. Going back with the flight. Brave by Patton. They're going to win the footy back, you would think here, Peel Thunder, although a nice bump laid there by Fenton to free up a teammate, and now they're away. Back to Russell. Gestures to at somebody to come at him. The kick was really good in the direction of Money, and the mark taken. The disbelief of the East Fremantle defender there, but Really well weighted kick going inside 50 from Russell. Much to Singleton's annoyance, his direct opponent James Money's going to have a ping at goal. First season of WAFL Colts footy for the 17-year-old. His kicker test him. Although it looks pretty good off the boot. He's done it from 40 out. James Money, and that was money. So the Thunder get their second goal on the board. Take a 5-point advantage as we trickle under the 10-minute mark. 10 minutes remaining, rather, in this first quarter. James Money. First year in the WAFL competition, the North Mandurah product. 4 goals now through 6 games. Back into the side today and hitting the scoreboard in the opening quarter. Patton's gone into the ruck. He might just win the clearance as well. Nicely tackled. McMeekin goes in and lays another one. Gonna get another ball up here, you would think. Tackle number 4 for McMeekin. Can pretty well just tack him down for 5 tackles every game he plays. Loves doing the hard, dirty work. There he is again, laying another one, but this time Peel Thunder able to get out and clear. Big fly going over the top from Faithful. He has been known to do that. Couldn't bring it down on that occasion. Ball trapped in. What about the leap from Tassie Faithful? Already taken mark of the year this season, earlier in the year. Patton wins it down, going Peel Thunder's way. There is Pringle, steps around one, gets a kick towards their goal square, but standing in the road, taking a nice mark. Idzawicks. Kick in the Connolly direction. Thompson's going to set himself. Couldn't quite hold on. Males went in and lost it. Not laying a smother, so this kick's going to work to foot through the corridor. Wanted to switch it. Wasn't really anything happening on the far wing, so he just drives it forward in the Wood direction. Gets over his head, and Hannaford at the back will gladly oblige, run in and kick the Sharks second. Pretty happy with that one, Noah Hannaford. His 6th goal of the season. Another one of those really impressive talents we've seen. Again, part of the 2025 State 16s program, a train on this year in the State 18s program. 195 centimetres, a lot of him. Only one player's taken more marks than him this season in the WAFL Colts competition. Didn't need to take a mark on that occasion. Happy to just collect the footy out the back. As McMeekin lays another tackle. Males winning it forward. First on to Peel though. Quick kick, couldn't quite get out. Nice hands, and now they are away, the Thunder. Although this kick might be turned over. Singleton couldn't hold on to the mark. Going in hard, Faithful. Nice bump. Laid. 2 Thunder teammates fighting for it there. In the end, Nascimento couldn't hold on. Quick kick comes out. Turnover though. East Fremantle are away. Hannaford again. Couldn't hold on to it on that occasion. Plays a tackle. Maybe a little late, but nothing called. Picked up by Connolly. Really composed. Did well. He's going to put this, that's a beautiful kick too in the Cassius Wall direction. Who takes the mark, 60 out. Wood offers a short lead. That's the direction it's going to go in. He flies, big fist over the top. Braden couldn't quite, and in the end, McMeekin wraps up Clark. The tackle number 8 in the first quarter. There's still 4 minutes to go. He might have 10 tackles before the quarter's out. Cooper McMeekin, it's outrageous how much this kid loves to tackle. Clark is wrapped up again, going nowhere. Hannaford into the ruck. Won the hit out, but not really going anywhere. Fighting through contact was Braden, did well. Clearing kick now. That's a nice mark, taken by Faithful. Holds it up for a moment. He really wants to go through the corridor, but nobody really offered any lead that he liked. Instead, he'll go long. Setting himself and taking a really nice mark in the end was the debutant, Gus Morish. Hammond Park product, part of the Indigenous Academy last year. Quite a talent, Gus Morish. Peel have got this footy back now. Ward, they send it straight back where it came from. Big fly from Robertson over the top, couldn't hold on. Gets out the back. McMeekin is dealt a little bit of his own medicine on this occasion. Last time Gus Morish played WAFL level footy was a futures game against Peel Thunder, and he kicked 4, so he does like playing against the Mandurah side. Wrong tackle laid there by Pringle. And Males wasn't a huge fan of the treatment he copped. Edwards back into the ruck now for the Thunder as well. Carr just knocking it along to himself. Picked up by Russell, gave off a handball. Now they're away. Thompson gives the handball off. Fighting through the tackle, he gets it back, Thompson. They're just not able to get forward at the moment. And then bang! Strong tackle laid, Russell holding the ball. Boothie coming all the way up from half forward. And he's hurt himself in the process, but a brilliant tackle to win the footy back for his side. The kick though, his greatest, and he's Fremantle under pressure again. That kick's going to work though to McMeekin, and what a start this man's made to this game. Wants to come inboard. He's turned it over. Hannaford couldn't quite handle it. Taken away now by Gellatley. Gives it to Pringle. He's got a runner in Nascimento. Couldn't quite get it to him. McMeekin. Handball backwards. Someone's just got to be clean for the Sharks. They're not. And now Peel Thunder can go forward again. Although a nice tackle laid. Wall. Paddling it to himself. Picks it up and handballed it straight to a direct opponent. And Peel are going forward again. Both players in the goal square fell over. And in the end, Gould is able to rush the behind. So the Thunder tie the ball game with a minute and a half remaining in this opening quarter. Singleton to bring the Sharks back into play. Here is Hearn. Impressive how much of a leader this kid's become as just a 16-year-old in this Sharks side. Giller goes in and wins the footy. Gets it out to Hunt, who's hunted and wrapped up. Ball will be thrown up right on centre wing. Russell did well. Won it to Pringle. Not a handball out, but in the end the umpire determined that it wasn't quite a handball, it was a throw. You'll never guess it. He was forced to make that throw by the tackle of Cooper McMeekin. That is 9 in the opening quarter. Wood comes out, couldn't quite take the flying mark. Handball inboard is dangerous. Wall couldn't affect the contest though. Russell's in there. Quick kick comes out the Sharks' way. Boothie got another kick on it. Going and winning it was Moylan Johnson from the impossible angle. He snaps back towards goal. That's going to work. And Hannaford comes out and takes the mark. He'll kick after the siren with a chance to give East Fremantle an all-important lead going into the first break. They just scrapped and fought and clawed to continue getting that footy forward. East Fremantle, the little toe poke from Boothie. Wood got a hand on it, and in the end, Moylan Johnson did really well. And a nicely weighted kick to Noah Hannaford, who has already kicked one in this opening quarter. A chance for his second and the Sharks' third. No more than 20 metres out. He's got it. East Fremantle finished the quarter with 3. And they'll take a 6-point advantage into the opening term. Peel Thunder did much of the attacking really for the last 5 minutes of that quarter rather, but in the end to no avail. And as we go to quarter time with a little bit of argy-bargy, it is East Fremantle 3-2-20 leading at home over Peel Thunder 2-2-14. Stick with us, we'll be back after the break.
You don't need me to tell you.
Whether you're playing, coaching or umpiring, there's people of all ages, genders and backgrounds in our great game.
Find out more at wafootball.com.au. Teachers have to deal with a lot.
Especially if there's a few troublemakers, hey Bellas.
Give them a hand by letting WA Football visit your school for a lesson in team building, fair play and fun. Search WA Football to find out more.
Hey mates, ready to power up your career with EGT? As a proud sponsor of the WAFL, we're all about teamwork and training winners. With EGT, our apprenticeships in electrical trades are hands-on so you can start working and earning faster so you can forget the debt and dive straight into earning. Join us today and get the best of both worlds. Great training with the thrill of the game. Don't just dream about success, wire it up with EGT. Visit egt.net.au and kickstart your career.
Take it from me, great things happen at the WAFL.
Valentine Roads and goals.
With free entry for kids, future stars on the ground and a kick to kick at every break. The WAFL is where footy memories start and legends are made. Follow the WAFL on socials or get to a game.
They could have made it round.
Let's have a ball.
Instead, they made a swinging pendulum of luck.
Let's have a day. We'll do the rock. We'll do the ball. Let's have a ball. Don't tell me if you do.
When the bounce serves you a clanger,
Lucky you're with Amy.
For me, football is more than just a game because football can be anything you make it. It can be for friendship, for fitness and for giving back. It's for all genders and ages. It's for those from the Kimberley to the Great Southern. It's for fun, for extra pocket money or for a lifetime career. Football is for everyone, for history and for connection to your community. Football is for all. Search WA Football to find your local club.
Welcome back to the Good Grocer Park. It's round 14 EGT WAFL Colts action. We can see the East Fremantle players not playing today, of course. Jumping off the back of the ground there as we get started for second quarter action here from East Fremantle. We are on record watch for tackles as Cooper McMeekin laid 9 in that opening quarter. We'll see if he can continue that remarkable pace. The Sharks kick the goal after the siren through Noah Hannaford to regain the lead. They are looking to carry that momentum into this second term. Pringle fighting with Wall over the footy. Both in the end pretty happy to just accept the ball up. Males wins down the hit out. Pringle goes in again, wrapped up by Basic, going nowhere. A couple of repeat stoppages to start this second term. One down, big bump by Pringle, using that big frame and able to win the footy, going back with the flight. That was brave, very, very brave from Tate Abbott. And he wins the free kick. Dishes off a handball. Now they're away, East Fremantle. It was Hearn who accepted the first handball, gets back a second, gives it off. Now they're going in the Wall direction, uses his body to push off. The ball spills out of play and beats all to it. Over at Revo Fitness Stadium, Claremont are 40 points down to the Bulldogs already, and so a win today for East Fremantle brings them within one game of second place. So a lot on the line for the Sharks here at home. Wall trying to scrap his way through. Edwards with a handball over his head, probably in hope more than anything. Pringle goes in and wins a hard ball. Males at the fall of it. Rare for a ruckman, he kicks it inside 50 and the mark is taken by Hunt. Shares it with McCarr. Now Braden wanted to go straight away. He did play on. Possibly to his detriment though, they've turned it over. Foot just taps it to himself, gives off a handball. He probably could have run inside 50 and kicked it on his own there. Moylan Johnson is caught high. He'll win a free kick. Outside the paint of 50. Distance would probably test him from here, so who's going to offer the first lead? Would have given a handball off to Hearn. Instead he puts it to the pocket. There is the lead from Wood. He spilt it. Couldn't quite take the mark. And then he's bumped over the boundary line. Wasn't a bad kick in his direction. Couldn't quite hold on. East Fremantle with a better percentage than Claremont as well, so a win to get them back in within a game of them. Peel Thunder, of course, with a win would go ahead of Subiaco, who have the bye, and they would be fifth and in a finals position. Wall and Wood. The ladder goes in and wins it. Ball spills. It'll kick off the deck. Giller couldn't pick it up. Trying to go in and win it himself was Falloon. Foot lays the tackle. Hannaford and Edwards doing battle. In the end, the ball spills to Braden. Clearing kick. Hearn couldn't quite hold on to the mark in front of Carr there, and the ladder did well to win the footy back himself. Swinging handball finds Giller. Wants to come back inboard, steps through 1, 2, set his teammate a task who did well to get the ball back to Giller. And now the Thunder going inside 50. Coming out to meet it. Strong mark there taken by Maurice. No, not paid. Thought he might have had first touch on it. East Fremantle trying to clear, but straight to the opposition, going back inside 50. The ball will be turned over. And once again, a Sharks defender standing in the way, this time Drew Hughes. Goes in the direction of the two number 9s. Ball spills down. Taken away by Gould. And now Basic, centre wing, steps around 1. Had the ball stripped from him, but wasn't really a tackle. Gives it to Wood. His turnover. And we give Peel a direction inside 50, but well, it was just turnover after turnover. It was hard to say who had the footy at each time because they just kept handing it back to each other. And in the end, the ball smothered out of play. No score yet in this second term. Males fighting with no one for it really, but he couldn't quite handle it. They do win the footy though, the Sharks. Hearn gives it off to Wall. Got a little bit of a pathway inside 50 and he just kicked it straight to Braden. Not his best effort there, Lockie Wall. Peel Thunder with ball in hand. They want to come back through the corridor. It's a risky kick. It's turned over. Russell did well, but then gave it straight back to Wood, who's got players everywhere. Wall's going to set himself. No free kick. Thought it might have been a chop of the arms. Braden takes an extra second to dish off the handball. Russell in the Edwards direction. Males with the foot, with the fist. And now they're away. Clark going to drive them long, and again it's a turnover, although again it's dropped. Griffin couldn't hold on to it. Picked up by Nascimento. His handball's a turnover as well. In the end, McMeekin is wrapped up. We'll get a ball up, and you'd probably want to delete about the last 3 minutes of footage, because everybody just keeps turning the ball over. We reset. Couple of tackles laid. One by McMeekin, would you believe? Would probably just go off the deck here. He does. But in the end, he couldn't keep it in play. Maybe a free kick going the Thunder's way. Short kick comes into corridor. Thompson couldn't take the mark. Everything's just a little fumbly at the moment for both sides. Hunt shares it with a teammate on the opposite wing. They can drive it forward, and now they're out actually. Peel Thunder, they've just got to find a target inside 50, and they couldn't. Again, the kick goes straight to his Fremantle, and again it's dropped. Something must be wrong with that footy. They share it with Gould. It was dealt with after he kicked it. So Wood's going to get a free kick here just outside defensive 50. So everybody just resets as Ben Wood probably just going to look to go down the line here. That he does. The direction of the ruckman. Mail's got a hand on it. Strong tackle laid. Or was it high contact? It was. This is going to be a peel free kick against Cassius Wall. Going Nascimento's way. Going to kick backwards. Finds Thompson. They've got numbers for switch. Numbers for the switch if they want it. He comes inboard. They can still look to switch it if they want. And they will. Ward, well, his kick left a little to be desired. It went straight to Boothie, who then runs in and kicks it out on the full. It is just turnover after turnover at the moment. No one can take advantage. Again, that kick is not good. Out of bounds. Something has shifted in this second term. In the first quarter, the ball use was pretty good. This second quarter has been anything but. As a result, no score through 8 minutes of action. Males with the hit out down backwards. Falloon, fend off, did well. Clearing kick, might work. Carr goes up with one hand and just reels it in. That was impressive. Signalling to teammates to get forward. That's a good kick. Much better ball movement now. Giller. Give off a handball. Carr gets it back running past. Goes inside 50 and kicks it straight to an East Fremantle defender again. This is Singleton. They go in the direction of Wood, who flies out the back, takes the mark, but it was touched on the way through. Gives off a handball, and they can come through the corridor now. Hannaford gives off a handball. Wall through the middle of the ground. Got a man out wide if he wants him, and does. It's Cale. We've got all the time in the world. He can run inside 50 and just put it over the top. Easy as you like. And Moylan Johnson will have a shot at goal. That was much better ball movement from the Sharks going through the middle of the ground there. They just had teammates wide open wherever you looked. Moylan Johnson comes in and kicks the goal. East Fremantle have the first of the second term and a 2-goal advantage. the Sharks extend their lead at home here. They kick the opening goal of the first term. They get the opening goal of the second term as well. And it only took 11 minutes. Moylan Johnson had already set one up in the first quarter. He gets a reward for effort now with a goal of his own. Hannaford into the ruck, wins it down. McMeekin. Kick towards the paint of 50. And it's marked by Boothie, who had front position. Turns, faces, kicks long towards the goal square. Wants Wood. Great body work. He plays on, kicks the goal, and East Fremantle with 2 in 2 minutes. And what about the celebration from Ben Wood? Didn't he love that? Ben Wood on the board. His 11th goal of the season. Of course, last year's Colts leading goal kicker with 34. The 17-year-old. Watched him play an Eagles Schoolboys Cup Grand Final 2 weeks ago, and he was best on ground by a mile. He's tied 11th in the competition this year for goals, but will likely have a bigger impact in the back half of the year. Missed a bit of footy due to being part of the state program this year. Averages over 5 marks a game. Already taken a couple today. Impressive young key forward Ben Wood on the board in this one. Hacked out of the air. Thompson is the only man in the road. He's wrapped up going nowhere. Hit out one down by Edwards. Going in hard at ground level was Clark. Did well to win the footy. In the end, that was a clever tap from Robertson to get it back to Ward. And now they're going forward again towards the top of the goal square. Everyone fell over. The quick snap off the ground rather by Little, and he puts it through. Well, everybody went to ground. The only man to keep his feet in the end, Xavier Little. Didn't quite get there with a hand, so just stuck a foot out and socketed it through for a goal. And it took until the 13-minute mark of the second term, but Hill Thunder have their first of the quarter. Xavier Little, North Mandurah product. 5 games this year, 3 goals. Back a 4th on now. He was part of the 2025 State Summer Squad, Indigenous Academy this year as well. Promising young talent. Hannaford ran over the top of it. McMeekin had to get a handball out and did. Braden just ran everywhere but into the line of the footy there. Quick tap on. Ends up back with it, Braden. Quick hack kick. That's going to work. Finds a teammate in the end. Now Giller running down that wing. Inboard kick looking for Carr, who flew over the top and couldn't quite take the mark, but did well to bring it to ground. Force the ball up. Both ruckmen miss it in the air. Males just whacks it out on the bounce. Standing up in the tackle was McKenna Pringle, did well. Clark, strong body work. Taken out of play. Gonna throw in. The lead back to 2 goals. Sharks' way. They'd want the next one, Hill Thunder, just to stay in touch. Edwards wins it down, but straight to East Fremantle. The clearing kick works to Wood, and Cassius Wall is all on his own inside 50 if he can get it to him. He does. Will he opt to play on? That's exactly what he does, and then he's going to share it unselfishly. Really nice kick. And finds a teammate in Tyler Wilson. Bravo, Cassius Wall. The unselfishness creates what should be a certain goal for the Sharks. He comes in, Tyler Wilson. He's only ever kicked 1 goal. Now he's got 2, and the Sharks' lead is extended to 3. So the Sharks with a 3-goal advantage. And 3 goals in the quarter. The 11, 12 and 15-minute mark. It's a bit of a flurry. And in between that, Xavier Little kicked one for Peel. So we've had 4 goals kicked in 4 minutes. After not having one kicked for 11 minutes in the second term. Back in the middle. Wrong tackle laid there by Basic. Males flicks it down, but straight to Nascimento, who went to ground, lost his footing. Foot lays a tackle. Ball comes down the Jet Abbott direction, did well to spin out of traffic and give a handball off to Foot. His kick in the Hannaford direction, couldn't quite pick it up on the first or second attempt, goes in a third time, lost it, but straight to a teammate. Picked up by the goal kicker Wilson. His handball intercepted, now Peeler away all of a sudden, going through the middle of the ground. Towards 50, setting himself was Robertson, brought the ball to ground, Giller steps around one. They're doing well to hold on to it. The jersey there was Males and force a little bit of a stalemate for a moment. Standing in the road was Tate Abbott again, who's been happy to put his body on the line in this one so far. Ends up with Scott, wanted to share it back with Abbott, gets over his head. Handball more in hope than anything at ground level from Males. And now we're going to get a free kick going Peel's way for holding the man. So Clark, that's 70 out from Thunder, from the Thunder goal square. Just blasts it. Whistle. The free kick's going to come back here, I think, to Jed Abbott. He's going to switch it. Does well. They can come through the corridor here. Basic is wide open. It's exactly where it heads. Slips over as he went to kick, so we'll just hold it up for a moment. Now plays on. Shares it with Hughes. Got a short option on the boundary. That's Abbott, the Tate variety. That's a really nice kick going forward to Wood. He spilt it again. Hearn tacks the footy hard. Steps around Giller, then steps through 2 more, but took on 1 too many. Turned over. Thompson picks it up and goes through the middle of the ground. A really strange kick. Not sure really what he was thinking in the end, and turns it straight over. Now he's Fremantle going back forward. Foot finds Wilson. 1 more kick needed. Gives off a handball to the runner. That's Males, the big ruckman flying past. And his kick is turned over. A nice mark taken there by Whelan, who shares it with Thompson, and we'll see if this time he can use the ball a little better. Disposal number 11 for Ewan Thompson. To the direction of Fenton. Wall made the contest. Then it's won by Jed Abbott, but there were 4 Peel Thunder players there to defend it. The ball is smothered out of play. Just on that tackle record earlier we mentioned, it is 20, the most ever laid in a WAFL Colts game, so Cooper McMeekin, we're on watch for 20 tackles. He's only had the 1 in this quarter. So 10 total, still on track, impressively, because of his unbelievable first quarter. See if his second half can be anything like the first. Nice tackle laid there by the debutant, Gus Marish, on his opposing number. A direct opponent, Trent Robertson. Forces the ball up. Well done by Pringle to win the footy, but then even better was Jed Abbott. Jackson Carr lets him know about it, but really it was quite impressive work by Abbott to lay the bump and force the turnover out on the full. Abbott's going to switch this footy backwards. Almost 50 against Carr there, pretty exuberant on the mark. Ian hits up a leading Basic. Comes back inboard to Wall. It's holding it up for a moment, the Sharks. Now they go down the line in the direction of Wood. It gets out the back of him. Singleton buffeted off it by Ward. Now Whelan. They go forward again. Peel Thunder, they just don't seem to be taking any time with their kicks forward, and they just keep hitting East Fremantle defenders. Now they're out again through the middle of the ground here, Sharks. Look at the numbers running for them. Moylan Johnson received it from Hannaford. Goes long inside 50. Where are the Flyers? Well, they were there, but it was only in teal. Whelan takes the mark. Finds Ward. Give a handball to the runner, and does. Now they want to go through the middle of the ground again and again. The ball is turned over. Straight to Singleton. The Sharks happy to go quickly. Inside 50. He'll have the numbers. Coming over the top, Whelan, but a nice mark taken by Cassius Wall. Wants to be unselfish again here. He goes quickly to the top of the goal square. Where are the Flyers? Over the top came Gould. Long way from home for him. Couldn't hold on, and the ball trickles out of play. Or over the goal line, rather. 4A behind. 4 minutes remaining in this half. It's been all East Fremantle this quarter. And a lot on the back of pretty poor ball use from Peel Thunder. They've probably only really got themselves to blame for a lot of East Fremantle's attacking on the scoreboard. It's come through turnovers through the middle of the ground and going towards their forward 50. Thompson down plenty of the footy today. Kicking to the middle of the ground. Fighting at ground level, Faithful. Couldn't quite hold on. Picked up by Ezekiel Little. Then Lachlan Wall gets a handball away. Fidzowicz does the same. Taken away by Wilson. Steps around one. Goes inside 50. Couldn't hold on there, Boothie. Coming out to meet at Wood. And attacked it hard. Found some space. Kick inside 50 is really good to footy. Couldn't hold on. Picks it back up. Steps around one. Outside of the boot. Reed Foot. Take a bow. Composed as ever after dropping the original mark, and Reed Foot with the outside of said body part kicks the goal, and East Fremantle with a 25-point advantage. Came into this one tied 11th along with Ben Wood for the competition in goals kicked. He adds his 11th of the season. Really like the work of Reed Foot. Forward midfielder, 17 years old, out of Brigades Junior Footy Club. 80s debut last year as a 16-year-old. Still a bottom major. Plenty of footy to come from that man. Looking forward to seeing how he develops as a footballer. Wall, really good tackle. Fantastic tackle from Russell. Pinned the arm. Didn't slam him into the dirt, rather, just rolled him. Definition of the perfect tackle, and he wins holding the ball because of it. Plays on and shares it with a teammate. Now Peel Thunder going forward again. Flying in front was Fidzowicz. Ran under the footy a little. Taken by Basic. Snap out of D50 was clever. Found Kale. Short hit up his Wall. He's got another on the wing there. And finds him. That's Abbott of the Tate variety. Now Boothie. Nice composed ball use here for the Sharks, and then just as I say that, they turn it over straight to the Thunder. So Fenton ponders for a moment where he's going to kick this footy. It's not a great kick. It gets over the back of the contest he was probably aiming for. Fidzowicz, handball at the back. One could be turned over again. 2-on-1 to the Thunder. Fenton got the handball out. Pringle couldn't quite find it at ground level. Hannaford, nor could he. Taken by Wilson. He lost it. So too did Gould. Flying handball comes out. Fidzowicz just knocks it over the boundary line. Now, is that deliberate? No, it's going to be thrown in. The right on centre wing, final 20 seconds of the half. Probably not time for the Sharks to score. We'll see if the Thunder can get inside 50 quickly. They might. Little, quick handball away. Knocked forward by Russell. Just got to get a quick kick forward. It's not going to happen. Well, it does, but after the halftime siren, so though that footy rolls through for a behind, it probably will not count, I would imagine. And we go into the half at the Good Grocer Park here. The home side 25 points to the better. It was all blue and white in that term. They kicked 3 goals to 1 and they lead by just over 4 goals. Stick with us after the half-time break. We've got plenty more action coming to you from East Fremantle, where they lead 7-3-45 to Peel Thunder 3-2-20.
You don't need me to tell you.
Whether you're playing, coaching or umpiring, there's people of all ages, genders and backgrounds in our great game.
Find out more at wafootball.com.au. Teachers have to deal with a lot.
Especially if there's a few troublemakers, hey Bellas.
Give them a hand by letting WA Football visit your school for a lesson in team building, fair play and fun. Search WA Football to find out more.
Hey mates, ready to power up your career with EGT? As a proud sponsor of the WAFL, we're all about teamwork and training winners. With EGT, our apprenticeships in electrical trades are hands-on, so you can start working and earning faster, so you can forget the debt and dive straight into earning. Join us today and get the best of both worlds. Great training with the thrill of the game. Don't just dream about success, wire it up with EGT. Visit egt.net.au and kickstart your career.
Take it from me, great things happen at the WAFL.
Valentine rides and goals.
With free entry for kids, future stars on the ground and a kick to kick at every break. The WAFL is where footy memories start and legends are made. Follow the WAFL on socials or get to a game.
They could have made it round.
Let's have a ball.
Instead, they made a swinging pendulum of luck.
Let's have a day. We'll do the round. We'll do the ball. Let's have a ball. Don't tell you do.
When the bounce serves you a clanger,
Lucky you're with Amy.
For me, football is more than just a game, because football can be anything you make it. It can be for friendship, for fitness and for giving back. It's for all genders and ages. It's for those from the Kimberley to the Great Southern. It's for fun, for extra pocket money or for a lifetime career. Football is for everyone, for history and for connection to your community. Football is for all. Search WA Football to find your local club.
So now you're here again, knocking at my door. A little too late for, I'm sorry for. The lights went out cause you kept cutting the cord, and I started to fade into your gray. See, I finally opened up my eyes, and I saw me coming back to life. That I'd be better without you inside. It's time to be someone I wanna recognize. The future starts right now. I made a reservation, but you never came, so I'm checking out. The fire you stole away, I know one day we'll come back around.
You don't need me to tell you.
Whether you're playing, coaching or umpiring, there's people of all ages, genders and backgrounds in our great game.
Find out more at wafootball.com.au. Teachers have to deal with a lot.
Especially if there's a few troublemakers, hey Bellas.
Give them a hand by letting WA Football visit your school for a lesson in team building, fair play and fun. Search WA Football to find out more.
Hey mates, ready to power up your career with EGT? As a proud sponsor of the WAFL, we're all about teamwork and training winners. With EGT, our apprenticeships in electrical trades are hands-on, so you can start working and earning faster, so you can forget the debt and dive straight into earning. Join us today and get the best of both worlds. Great training with the thrill of the game. Don't just dream about success, wire it up with EGT. Visit egt.net.au and kickstart your career.
Take it from me, great things happen at the WAFL.
Valentine rides and goals.
With free entry for kids, future stars on the ground and a kick to kick at every break. The WAFL is where footy memories start and legends are made. Follow the WAFL on socials or get to a game.
They could have made it round.
Let's have a ball.
Instead, they made a swinging pendulum of luck.
Let's have a day. We'll do the round. We'll do the ball. Let's have a ball. Don't tell them you do.
When the bounce serves you a clanger,
Lucky you're with Amy.
For me, football is more than just a game, because football can be anything you make it. It can be for friendship, for fitness and for giving back. It's for all genders and ages. It's for those from the Kimberley to the Great Southern. It's for fun, for extra pocket money or for a lifetime career. Football is for everyone, for history and for connection to your community. Football is for all. Search WA Football to find your local club.
So now you're here again, knocking at my door. A little too late for, I'm sorry for. The lights went out cause you kept cutting the cord, and I started to fade into your gray. See, I finally opened up my eyes, and I saw me coming back to life. That I'd be better without you inside. It's time to be someone I wanna recognize. The future starts right now. I made a reservation, but you never came, so I'm checking out. The fire you stole away, I know one day we'll come back around. while you were chasing everything else but me. I'm starting to break out from your grave. See, I finally opened up my eyes, and I saw me coming back to life. That I'd be better without you inside. It's time to be someone I want to recognize. The future starts right now. I made a reservation, but you never came, so I'm checking out. The fire you stole away, I knew one day would come back around. The future is now. Running through the last of my thoughts, standing on the edge of my time. Everything I know will be gone in a minute, and that's alright. Running through the last of my thoughts, standing on the edge of my time. Everything I know will be gone in a minute, and that's alright. Alright, 'cause I'm free. I'm freer than I've ever been before. Yeah, baby, I'm free. I'm freer than I've ever been before. Alright, 'cause I'm free. I'm freer than I've ever been before. Yeah, baby, I'm free. I'm freer than I've ever been before.
Welcome back to the Good Grocer Park, where East Fremantle dominated the second term, kicking 3-1 to extend their lead to 25 points. We see now where the Peel Thunder can reel that back in this second half. The ball is thrown up and we are underway. Edwards with the opening hit out. Going in hard was Basic. Laid the second tackle too. Wall. Wrapped up and lost it, and Peel win the ball back. Pringle. Going to be done for holding the ball. It seems a little stiff. Mayle's going to win the free kick back for the Sharks. To the wing. Wall again. In fact, that's Jet Abbott coming inside now to Wall. Wanted to go and give the handball. Now does go inside, and the mark taken by Hughes. Steps inside, then outside, then puts it in the Wood direction. It gets over his head. Whelan, ground level, tapped it away. Hunt picks it up and clears for the Thunder. Going to come back though, straight to Hannaford, who goes immediately and kicks back in the Wood direction again. Flying over the top, big fist from Whelan. Brings it down to Faithful. Shares it with the teammate on the wing who lost it. Ball gets through everyone. Nobody wants to go and win the footy. Somebody go and pick it up. Finley Griffin does that. Now the Sharks through work by hand. Wall just hacks it back inside 50. Front position for Moylan Johnson, but couldn't mark. Couldn't lay the tackle either. Wheeling gets a handball away. Heel able to repel again. Braden has two options, missed them both. And in the end coming through was Abbott. That's Jet. Basic picks it up, swings a handball over his head. Picked up by McCarr. Going to go all the way across goal, Peel Thunder, but that was a really nice kick. Well weighted, composed, found Giller. His is not great. Gets through and past Ezekiel Little, and that'll be a free kick to the Sharks. For the debutant, Morish. Send them back inside 50 again. It's not a great kick. It's very wide. It's too wide. It's out on the full. For those playing along at home, that tackle watch record that we were on for Cooper McMeekin, he's done his calf, so that's why he only laid the one in the opening term. In the second term. And so that record will stand at least for a little longer. That was a dangerous kick going across goal to Fenton. Moylan Johnson applying the pressure as the kick out of D50 comes. Big fist over the top. That was Hughes. Ball spills. Abbott of the Jet variety. Wall. Handball turned over. Faithful. Can he get by? Swings a handball out. In the end, just going to be a throw in as Hughes takes it over the boundary line. Could have left it and got a free kick for last disposal, but either way, we will reset right on centre wing. Males in Edwards doing battle again. Basic, strong tackle laid. Another ball up. Bales up to 17 hit-outs now to Edwards 15. It's been a pretty even battle in the ruck so far. Moylan Johnson picks it up, does well, squeezes a handball through 2 sets of defenders. Hannaford couldn't pick it up. Going in strong was Fenton, did really well, won a handball out. Got it to a teammate in McCarr, but he's turned it over, and the Sharks going forward again. Not the best kick, but the bounce might work. Picked up going inside 50, and it will work. And Connolly will have a chance to kick the first of the third term. Something the Thunder would have desperately wanted to avoid. Jed Abbott, been a big part of the start of this third term, the first couple of minutes. He's up to 19 disposals now, leading all comers by some margin. Lachlan Wall with 14 for the Sharks, and Basic with 11 to go with 7 tackles. Dylan Connolly comes in, likes it off the boot. The umpire has not moved a muscle. Straight over his hat. The Sharks are on the board in the third term, and their lead is extended out to 31 points. So East Fremantle, they hit the scoreboard first. And the lead is just starting to get away from the Thunder now. They'll remain tied on points, the Thunder, even with a loss, with Subiaco and Perth in 5th and 7th position. But a win, of course, would have brought them back inside the 5 as Faithful's gone into the midfield. Clearing kick inside 50. At the back, Marish, first to it. Kick is a little wild, but it's going to work to his teammate. Or the Kale's handball went straight to Giller, who turns it over, gives the candy. Shot at goal is wide. The only man that was ever going to mark that was Singleton. Does so, clears to Abbott, who brings up disposal number 20. Comes back, a little dangerous, that kick. Just gave a sniff to Xavier Little. This one gives a sniff to his namesake in Ezekiel Little. Fighting hard, Gould. Get out of 1 tackle, then 2. Little goes back in with the tackle and turns it over again. Giller bumped over the boundary line. In the end, his head hits the barricade, so will that be a free kick? Doesn't look like it is going to be. Giller was hoping that the whistle would come and probably had a bit of an argument. In the end, nothing doing though. Got it thrown back into play. Just inside 50 for the Thunder, their first real foray forward. Here is Giller. Swings a handball out. Gets it to Ward. Snapping back towards the goal square. Big fly. Oh, what a mark! Unbelievable grab. Xavier Little with a climb for the ages. And he's got a little smile for us too. What about the lift? Wow. The replay holds up just as well. We've seen Tassie Faithful with a Mark of the Year contender this year for the Thunder. Xavier Little puts his name in the ring. He couldn't finish the job though from just 10 metres out. Let's not take anything away from the mark though. That was outstanding from Xavier Little. But a moment gone begging for the Thunder. They'll turn this footy over though. For a moment anyway, Hearn did really well to win it back for the Sharks, and now they're away through the goal kicker in Connolly. Has a bounce, drives them inside 50, and a fantastic kick to Moylan Johnson, who's going to play on, bring it back inside 50, and Connolly's going to get a second look in as many minutes. And how things can change. Xavier Little with an all-time mark at one end and misses essentially from the goal square. And just as quickly, Dylan Connolly is going to get a chance for his second of the quarter. And the Sharks might extend their lead again. So Connolly from no more than 25 metres out No real angle to speak of. He comes in and he misses. Left as well. Both sides brewing a couple of mistakes in front of goal. The lead back to 31. Thompson to bring us in. Pressured by a Wall. This kick's got to be good to a 2-on-1. It misses the intended target. Nascimento spun out of traffic. In the end, we'll just get a throw in. Right on the pain of 50 here for East Fremantle. They are second in the comp for both scoring and points against. Thoroughly entrenched in that top two by all metrics bar the latter, where Claremont cling to second spot. Claremont, of course, 43 points down to South Fremantle at three-quarter time over at Revo Fitness Stadium. Taking quite the percentage deficit today. As East Fremantle go back inside 50 again. The flyer was Wall. It got back out. Look, it out the back to Connolly. Handball to Hannaford. One more to Boothie. Snap at goal is there. And East Fremantle have another. Isaac Boothie on the board. The lead all of a sudden out to 37 points. Ninth in the competition. 4 goals kicked Isaac Boothie. They got 4 players, the Sharks, within the top 11 on the goal kicking list. Of course, spoke about how they're second for scoring. That has been no issue for them this year. His 7th goal, his 12th goal rather of the season, Isaac Boothie. Safely put him down for about a goal a game. They clear again here, East Fremantle. Moylan Johnson's been very good today. Gives off a handball to the runner. And Wall to put him back inside 50. That's not his best kick out on the full. East Fremantle's percentage, if you look at the live ladder, actually climbed to within 1 of South Fremantle in first. So they're matching all sides in the competition, this Sharks side. They are going to feature very heavily when it comes to finals action. Still missing a number of players, of course. Josh Nathan, Jake Oliver was one of the 2025 16 state squad members. He's out with a groin injury. Kai Ormerod is 4th in the competition for goals through just 6 games played. He'll be missing until finals action, possibly deep finals action with that wrist injury. Thomas Backhouse played a couple of reserves games this year, still Colts eligible. He's out with an ankle injury. And then, of course, they've got a couple who have been completing their state duties. Finley Yo, James Artemis, Oscar Richardson and Marcus Motton. And a couple of, well, 2 of their 3 leading disposal getters as well. Ashton Nichols and Lincoln Martinago are out of this side as well. So still a lot of players to welcome back for this Sharks side. They are every chance this year when it comes to the end of the season. Fighting at ground level here. Wall, got a handball away. Basic, brilliant hands, sweeping to a teammate. That was excellent. And East Fremantle can go forward again. Boothie's out the back here. Has to be clean. Strong tackle laid by Braden. He's going nowhere. Thunder, of course, are missing Mitch Sterling from this side. He's probably been one of, if not their best player for this season. The list of outs for East Fremantle is about as big as anyone's in the comp at the moment, as Foot just drives East Fremantle towards the top of the goal square. There's nobody there. Whelan will happily take the mark. To Braden. Rather McCarr just puts it out in front of him. Handball comes inboard. Money. Long ball. Hearn's going to stand in the road. take a mark, and of course, despite all those outs, they've still got a lot of really talented players in this side. East Fremantle, Hearn, Wood, speak of, and Connolly. He's already had 2-siders this quarter and kicked one. Puts it in the Wood direction. Moylan Johnson couldn't quite, taken by Fenton. Clears doesn't clear D50. Giller went up and almost held onto the mark and wrapped up by Hannaford, another of those extremely talented Sharks that we've spoken about. Connolly himself was a member of that 2024 under-16s academy squad. Played a couple of reserves games this year and now back in the Colts side as Noah Hannaford wins a free kick, and he'll have a ping at goal from outside 50. He probably does have this within his wheelhouse. Going back fairly confidently. Noah Hannaford. Five goals this season through 10 games. This will take his best, but he does have a long boot. It's on the road. It is a long, long ball. It's touched on the line. I hope that wasn't Ben Wood that forced that to be a touch behind. Whelan was claiming the touch, so we'll give him the benefit of the doubt, but Hannaford just a centimetre from nailing that one from about 55 out. This quarter, like the second, has been all East Fremantle so far. They lead by 38 points. Corridor footy. A lot of Sharks at the fall of it. No one able to pick it up, and we'll get a ball up. No, we won't. It spills out in the end. Money. Wrapped up. That could be holding the footy. Hannaford. Ward goes in hard. Wrapped up in a strong tackle by Boothie. Tackle number 8 for Isaac Boothie. He's laid a few foot. Imposed. Dishes off the handball, but it's just about been turned over, although Hughes did well to win that footy back. Long handball. Losing ground. Found Gould, but his kick straight to Braden. Quite good today, Bradley Braden. Young key defender. One of the 3 overages out there for the Thunder, 19 years of age. Played Colts footy in 2025 and 2024 as the Thunder going forward again. Robertson's going to set himself and take a strong mark. He's got men inside 50, ball to go, and then kicked it straight to Gus Marish on the mark, who did well. Wins the footy back. Couple of handballs. Sees East Fremantle in space, although Bassich lost it, and Money happy to oblige. Wrapped up by Hannaford and a chase down tackle, but his kick still found its way inside 50. Standing in the road, though, as he has done on a number of occasions, Hunter Hearn. Shares it with Wood. Wants Wilson, but he weighted it straight to Whelan. Another turnover. Whelan's kick is a really lovely one and finds Little. This is Xavier, the man who took a Mark of the Year contender not long ago. Puts it to the top of the goal square. Robertson's got to beat 3. Couldn't quite, but the ball spills back Peel Thunder's way. Now they've turned it over again. Gould. Sharing it with Abbott. Clearing kick. It's over the intended target. This will probably come back. Edwards goes in and wins it. Gives a handball off to Little. Kick inside 50 again. Patton can fly from the back. Couldn't get there. In the end, finishes with Robertson. Snap forward from Falloon. Picking it up, Griffin. Composed footy. There's it with a teammate in Wood. He plays on. Uses the runner and gets it back. Plenty of space to work in. Long sweeping handball. Turns it over, gave it straight to Fenton. Goes in and wins it a 3rd time, Wood, but then buffered it over the boundary line and we'll get a throw in. 3 Sharks lead all comers from a disposal point of view. Jed Abbott with 23. Lachlan Waugh with 20 and Bassich with 15. Hannaford's had 12 and of course coming off a game in which he had 22 disposals. Impressive for a big man. 14 hitouts and 7 inside 50, 7 marks as well in their last outing. Peel Thunder going forward now. And as we continue to say, Hunter Hearn standing in the road with another intercept mark. It's his 6th grab of the day to go with 13 touches of his own. Back to Wood on the wing. Just says, let's settle it down. He'll drive the Sharks back inside 50 again. Hannaford in front, got a little bit of a shove, but nicely disguised by Fenton. Good body work. All to play on, and now he's got to go. Bit of trouble. Wood flying fist over the top. Moylan Johnson with a big fend off. Earns himself some space, and then the kick back in the Hannaford direction. He'll win it at ground level, but couldn't quite pick it up cleanly. Taps it out. Whelan, the only man got there. Great tackle laid by Wood. Didn't give him an inch. Holding the footy. This man also has a long boot. We saw Hannaford have a ping from 55 just a few minutes ago, as Wood got this one in his repertoire. He's a little further out. Of course, you know how much of a goal kicker he is. He's just going to send this one to Hannaford. It was a really nicely timed work. Piece of work by Hannaford. And he'll have a chance to kick his 3rd. Already shown us he's got the distance from this far out. This angle might test him. Looking for goal number 8 for the season. Noah Hannaford. One of just 2 Sharks to have played every game this season, along with Isaac Boothie. Benjamin Gaddy and Mitchell Baker were in that same boat, but both out of the side for the first time this week. As Hannaford comes in, it's on line. It's going to get right to the goal square. Wood couldn't complete the job on the goal line. Another behind for the Sharks as we trickle towards 5 minutes remaining in this 3rd term. That kick is not great, and luckily just stays within 50 as it rolls over the boundary line, so it'll be a throw in. Sting's gone out of it a touch as the Thunder kicked just 1 goal since the opening quarter. Giller will be first to meet this one. Little burst of pace to get himself free, and then kicks it down the line. Robertson fighting hard, couldn't take the mark. Hale goes in, wrapped up by 2 Thunder players. Another ball up to come. Boothie with 9 tackles laid, Basic and Pringle with 7 apiece. McMeekin, despite having done his calf in the second quarter, still leads all comers with 10. Well done by Pringle and Faithful. Up a little one high there for his troubles. Thompson tries to lay the bump on Moylan Johnson, who goes in, beats 1, beats 2. It's a handball away. Basic going in hard. Thompson picks it up, wrapped up by the aforementioned Whelan. War with the smother. It comes back to Whelan and gets through him. Goes back and wins it a 3rd time. And he's off. Whelan on a little bit of a run. It left a little bit desired. He's turned over to Abbott again. He's got Gould running for him. Uses him. Cuts inboard. Long ball in the Connolly direction. He's wide open, Dylan Connolly, and he takes the mark. And again, he'll have a shot at goal from no more than 20 metres out. So Connolly kicked the opening goal of the quarter. He then had a chance to kick a second about midway through. Was unable to convert. And now, right at the end of the quarter, he gets a 3rd look. Fairly simple task ahead of him. Barely any angle to speak of, and just 20 metres out. 5 goals this season, Dylan Connolly. Comes in and he leaves it right. He's left 1 left and 1 right. And despite their dominance, East Fremantle, they should really be much further ahead. 9 goals, 7 now. Have had some troubles with inaccuracy throughout the year. All shared with Hunt here. Wants to go back across goal now. Hannaford is going to press him into a tough kick, and he was able to make it work back to the goal square. But Thompson, goes with number 17 coming up for him. Shares it with Ward, back to Thompson, still running. Steps around a couple, uses Whelan. He might get it back in again here, Thompson. He ran for him. Instead, chooses to use Little, or rather Russell. It's a nice kick. Finds Faithful, who almost on purpose fumbled that one to get into a better position. The ball gets out the back, Marish. Little tried to lay the tackle. There's a Shark down. Sharing it by hand, Singleton. Long handball. Jed Abbott. They're out of trouble again, the Sharks. Wood, who's worked hard up and down that wing this quarter. Gives to Gould, back to Abbott. That's inboard, back to Gould. Kick forward, got through Moylan Johnson. Connolly to do the pressuring. Hunt's little snap, almost turned over. Whelan goes in and wins it. Gives it off to Clark, and now they're away, Peel. Just had to make that handball stick. Nascimento's now got to work hard. Kick forward. Comes off the deck. Ends up in the hands of Patton, who can send them inside 50, and a nice mark taken by Little. Not his best mark this quarter, of course, but an opportunity to rectify the miss from earlier and put Peel's first goal of the quarter through. He may well kick after the siren. Xavier Little, talented 17-year-old from North Mandurah. Kicks on its way, it always looked left. It stayed left, and that is how the quarter will finish. So East Fremantle kicked the only 2 goals of that third quarter. They kicked 3 goals to 1 in the second quarter, and pretty much since the quarter time siren went, it's been all blue and white. They lead 9-7-61. 39 points to the advantage of Peel Thunder, 3-4-22 here at the Good Grocer Park. Stick with us. Final quarter action coming up after the break.
You don't need me to tell you.
Whether you're playing, coaching or umpiring, there's people of all ages, genders and backgrounds in our great game.
Find out more at wafootball.com.au. Teachers have to deal with a lot.
Especially if there's a few troublemakers, hey Bellas.
Give them a hand by letting WA Football visit your school for a lesson in team building, fair play and fun. Search WA Football to find out more.
Hey mates, ready to power up your career with EGT? As a proud sponsor of the WAFL, we're all about teamwork and training winners. With EGT, our apprenticeships in electrical trades are hands-on, so you can start working and earning faster, so you can forget the debt and dive straight into earning. Join us today and get the best of both worlds. Great training with the thrill of the game. Don't just dream about success, wire it up with EGT. Visit egt.net.au and kickstart your career.
Take it from me, great things happen at the WAFL.
Valentine rides and goals.
With free entry for kids, future stars on the ground and a kick to kick at every break. The WAFL is where footy memories start and legends are made. Follow the WAFL on socials or get to a game.
They could have made it round.
Let's have a ball.
Instead, they made a swinging pendulum of luck.
Let's have a day. We'll do the round. We'll do the ball. Let's have a ball. Don't tell you do.
When the bounce serves you a clanger,
Lucky you're with Amy.
For me, football is more than just a game because football can be anything you make it. It can be for friendship, for fitness and for giving back. It's for all genders and ages. It's for those from the Kimberley to the Great Southern. It's for fun, for extra pocket money or for a lifetime career. Football is for everyone, for history and for connection to your community. Football is for all. Search WA Football to find your local club.
Every time I need a rescue, hanging on the verge of breakdown. Even though I try to replace you, but loneliness makes me break down. Every time I need a rescue, hanging on the verge of breakdown. Waiting for a touch, you say no day. Nothing could really take your place. Every time I need a rescue, hanging on the verge of breakdown. Even though I try to replace you, but loneliness makes me break down. Every time I need a rescue, hanging on the verge of breakdown. Waiting for a touch, you say no day. Nothing could really take your place.
Welcome back to the Good Grocer Park. Final quarter action ahead of us. Round 14, EGT WAFL Colts between East Fremantle and the Peel Thunder. And East Fremantle have really dominated this game since the quarter time siren. Jet Abbott back in the side today, has 25 disposals. Lachlan Wall 20. Bassich and Wood have each had 15 apiece for the Sharks. Bassich with 8 tackles and Wood to go with 6 marks. The Thunder, Whelan has 18 and 7 marks, Thompson has 17 and Russell with 16. We're set to go. Final quarter action from the Good Grocer Park, and Edwards wins the first hit out. Straight down to Ward, and Peel Thunder attacking for the first time. To the goal square, there's a whistle. It's going to be a free kick. It's going the Sharks' way to Gus Morrish, who's been quite good on debut. Short kick finds Hannaford. wants to go. Got Kale, uses him and finds him. Right on the wing. Can Peel Thunder eat into this deficit in this fourth term? Long ball, flying early, far too early, was Faithful. Gave away a free kick, the ball was marked anyway, and now mark taken by Hannaford, who goes down holding his knee, and hopefully that's nothing serious. Important member of this Sharks side. Noah Hannaford out the back, Whelan steps through one, wrapped up by a second, but managed to get a handball away. Hale trying to stand in the road here, and does. Takes the mark. Although the non-officiating umpire has usurped that decision. Footy will come back to Saxon Carr for a push-out. Carr goes down the line, finds a teammate in Giller. One-on-ones everywhere inside 50. That's where he's going to go. Just put it to the hot spot and see who can fly. Patton's out the back. Standing in front was Gould and takes the mark. Gould wants to come inboard. It's a nice kick. Finds Cassius Wall. Gives a handball off to Hearn. They're running. Hearn gives a handball away to Foot. Can step around. Give a handball to Connolly. It's well worked. Great ball movement from the Sharks, and it's well done all the way inside 50. And Isaac Boothie will get an opportunity to line up for his second. The perfect start for East Fremantle. Good again today, Isaac Boothie. Disposal number 8 coming up. He's taken 5 marks, laid 9 tackles. Already kicked 1 goal. Second would make a good day, a very good day. Looks online. Looked online the whole way. Boothie nails it, and East Fremantle on the board early in this fourth term. The lead extended to 45 points. And just like that, look at the live ladder, East Fremantle with the best percentage in the competition. They go ahead of South Fremantle late in the fourth quarter. They're at Revo Fitness Stadium, and they are 29 points in front of Claremont. East Fremantle with this win and with the Tigers' loss over there, just a game behind the second position on the ladder. Wall into the midfield, gives a handball off. They're going inside 50 again, the Sharks. Kick's got to be good. Wall working hard at ground level, did well to find some space. Snap on goal is online, but then fading. The mark is spilt over the boundary line by Faithful, so we'll get a throw in. For the Thunder, they will remain on 16 points. They'll go to 4 and 8 on the season. And if East Perth can hold on to their lead at Steel Blue Oval over Swan Districts, and one game will separate 9th from a finals position as Wall's snap just goes awry. One game separating dead last from a finals spot. Subiaco to East Perth on the ladder, so anyone can still make finals and sneak into that 5th position on the ladder from this point. Can't count Peel out despite this loss. Through the middle of the ground is a risky one. Saxon Carr, great grab over the top. He's been quite good today. Can hold his head high. He gets over the top of the intended target. If that wasn't touched, and it wasn't, their free kick. Coming back East Fremantle's way. Kale offers a short lead and is used. 7th for scoring, Peel Thunder. 6th for points against. Isn't great reading. Ball is turned over and they get it back to Thunder. Getting around Giller. Puts it in the Robertson direction. Marish is going to fly over the top, gets a fist on it and forces it out of play. And saying that for Peel Thunder, they are 4th in the comp for disposals, 3rd for marks, 2nd for tackles and free kicks 4. So they win a lot of the footy. It's probably just been their connection going inside 50. They've actually got 3 of the top 5 players for frees 4 in Clark, Pringle and Faithful. So they win a lot of free kicks. Despite Robertson leading the comp in goals. Not many others have been able to come to the party this season. Males flicks it over the top. Wall, it's a handball away, Foot's after it. Wins it and kicks long. Out in front, Wood takes the mark. Moylan Johnson streaming forward. He's going to go towards the 50. Flying over the top was Hearn. No mark taken. Braden, ground level, gives it off to Fenton. His kick finds McCarr. Short one on him, Pringle. And that's where it goes. Pringle's kick finds Edwards. 21 hitouts for Edwards today, but it's the one kick. There's his second as he hit to the hot spot. Quite hold on the mark there, Tate Abbott. Nascimento went in hard, won the footy. Ward, handball to Pringle. Looked for the opportunity to fend off, and in the end he got it. Gave it back to Edwards, who gets a third kick on the board. 1-on-1, Scott. And Russell. They fight out a draw. A 10-8 plays 3-4, 7 minutes into the last quarter. Result probably no longer in question, but Peel Thunder will want to recoup some percentage given how close it is between those sides that are outside of finals position right now. Just get some momentum going into next week. A big fly from Carr. Couldn't hold on. Males. It's the handball away. Gould set Abbott a task. One he couldn't complete, but then the tackle was deemed to be dangerous from Giller. Abbott will win the free kick. A little worse for wear, Jed Abbott, as he gets up and a couple of teammates go over to make sure he's all right. East Fremantle go to Mineral Resources Park for a Saturday night game next week. Peel Thunder, they have the bye before they then go to Subi in what will be a really important match in the scheme of things. Moylan Johnson gets it to Wall. He's being chased down by Fenton, but he's able to keep that gap between them. Hearn, well worked by the Sharks. Boothie's just got to get boot to it, and he does. Nice and easy for the Sharks, end-to-end stuff. And Boothie has kicked the first 2 goals of the final term. Those following along at home, Swan Districts have just taken the lead very, very late in the game against East Perth. And that would move Swan Districts from 8th to 5th ahead of Peel Thunder, so that's how quickly it can change. And it's why Peel Thunder, well, they just can't allow this game to blow out. They need to stay in it. The percentage of 80 is a little less than Subiaco and Swan Districts ahead of them on the same points, so need to stay in touch. Carr couldn't win it at ground level. Wall goes in and does exactly that, gives it off to Males, and East Fremantle go inside 50 again. Wood was fighting with his direct opponent. Boothie over the top lays a tackle. We'll get a ball up. Swan Districts have won that game, so repercussions in this one. Final game of the round for the Colts competition. Hughes wrapped up. We'll get a ball up. For East Fremantle, the added percentage would give them a bit of a boost at the moment. They've actually gone 6% ahead of South Fremantle in first. That'll be important once they start to get all their troops back late in the season and press for a top 2 finish. Ball to the goal square, a bit of holding on, and the Peel Thunder defender will win the free kick. That was Thompson. In fact, it was Pringle. Right at full back. There's Thompson. He shares it with him, and that's going to be 50. You've, of course, got to come back to the 9. Thompson is off and running. Wants to go quickly for the Thunder. Uses a teammate on the wing. They're out if they can make this work. Carr, a little bit of space to work. Goes inside 50. It's a nice kick. It gets over the head of everybody. Robertson taps it to himself. Gives a handball away. A couple of teammates share it In the end, it spills to Leishman. His kick to the top of the goal square is marked by Tate Abbott. Now Edwards has got to come back to the 9. Or it will be 50 as well. Tate Abbott's been quite good today defensively. A couple of nice intercept marks taken, thrown his body around a fair bit. Bidzowicz wins it to Moylan Johnson. Speaking of being good today, likes the work of him. Carr fighting at ground level. Bit of high contact. This one will come back to Moylan Johnson again. 12th disposal coming up for Zeus Moylan Johnson rather. Kick in the foot direction, and that was a chop of the arms for sure. Against Whelan, who's fought hard defensively today in a tough battle. Foot's kick, gets over everybody. At the back, Russell spins out a one tackle. It's off a handball. Braden tackled well by Wall, holding the footy. Cassius Wall just locked him up. Nowhere to go for Bradley Braden. Cassius Wall with an opportunity to kick his first of the day. Another of the 17-year-olds out there for the Sharks today from Mullewa. 7 goals through 5 games of Colts footy this year. Comes in and nails it. East Fremantle have their 12th on the board. The lead is out to 50 points. $58 points, I should say, rather. That's really starting to get out of control now. "27 disposals for Jet Abbott on return and a goal. Wall up to 23, that's Lachlan. Hannaford up to 18 disposals. Back in the middle. Patton's gone into the ruck now for Peel. Whistle here and a free kick will go Peel's way. Faithful. Have a handball to Ward. Using the wing. To drive it back inside 50. That's a nicely weighted kick to the leading Xavier Little. Had a couple of opportunities today. He's already kicked 1 goal. Taking a huge hanger. He puts it to the top of the goal square. Sets the Flyers a task. It gets out the back of them all. Picked up by Singleton. Shares it with that leading disposal getter in Jet Abbott. Foot. Handball to no one in particular. Speculative at best. In the end, they are able to win the footy, though, East Fremantle. Stayed composed. Wood. That kick's not great. Should have been turned over, although Fenton dropped the mark, so Moylan Johnson. Back to Foot. Was dealt with after he kicked it by Fenton. This will be a free kick down the ground to Connolly, who's got Sharks streaming inside 50 from all angles. Scott went to ground. So did the footy. Nascimento dropped. Should have been an easy mark. Shares it with McCarr. Clears to Fenton. Now he's given a bit of extra attention after that mark was taken in response to the earlier treatment. As a result, he's going to be marched 50 metres further towards goal. A little bit of space to work in Fenton if he wants to go. He does. Drives it inside 50. Big fist came from the back. Spills to Hannaford. Got 1 hand on it, then 2, and then Bidzowicz does the tackling. Whelan going nowhere. Made his way up the ground a little bit. James Whelan, after spending the majority of the day down back. Sharks win it again, although Bassage's kick is really disappointing for him. Nascimento take the Thunder rather back inside 50 again. Puts it to the hot spot. There's a lot of Sharks around it. Robertson out the back couldn't mark for the Thunder. Bassage tried to spin out of a tackle. Going nowhere. Inside 50s, 43 to 32, 11 in favour of the Sharks. Clearances have actually been even. It's just been their ability to the footy inside the Thunder that they've lacked today. Little's kick is marked on the line by Abbott. Kick in the end did find Gould. Wasn't probably how he planned it, but they got it there. It's to Jed Abbott, and he'll get it back. A nice little run, gives to Basic. Able to share it with hands, got plenty of numbers. And again decked after the kick. That was Leishman that time on Singleton. The Sharks, the down the ground free kick. There's a man on in the middle of the ground, still there with his arms in the air. I think it's Cassius Wall. Males comes a little shorter, but still inboard. Singleton kept running. Puts it towards Hannaford inside 50. Rather, that was Scott, but he's given away a free kick to Faithful for a hold. Shares it wide with Giller. Short ball to Braden. Back inboard to Hunt. They're going to swing it all the way back to Thompson. Benton. Happy to just possess the footy a little here. The Thunder. One's going to go back to Pringle. Goes on number 18 for McKenna Pringle. Wanted Edwards, just got out the back of him, and now the Sharks are going to have the numbers. Boothie, swinging handball, finds a target in Moylan Johnson. Back to Boothie, going to set a task for anyone to come at that footy, really. Pringle obliges for the Thunder. Hunt, clearing kick, that'll work. And it's going to be 50 as well. Abbott a little overzealous on the mark. Nascimento is going to be marched. The edge of the goal square. In fact, it was Faithful. He puts it in the direction of Little. Gets out the back. And a nice, easy moment picked up by Falloon. He nails it. And the Thunder, their first goal since the 13-minute mark of the second quarter. Hasn't had a bad day, Beau Falloon. 16 disposals and a goal now for his troubles. It just hasn't been Peel's day. They reduced the margin back to 52 points. 7 minutes remaining in this final quarter. East Fremantle looking to stamp their authority on the competition and say, despite the fact that we're sitting in third spot for now, we are every bit a premiership contender in 2026. The Thunder looking to gain back a little bit of dignity around the competition and try and stay in the race for finals as the Sharks go back inside 50 again. Wall wrapped up and dispossessed. Cassius Wall taps it to himself, then goes in and wins it. Then goes in and lays the tackle. Spills out. And Lachlan Wall. It's been all Wall for the last couple of seconds. He'll win it out. Ward. Edwards wrapped up by Males and decked. Strong tackle, Oscar Males. Been quite good today, back in the side. Of course, after a leg injury. Played reserves last week, Oscar Males. 18-year-old ruckman. East Fremantle going forward again. Basic takes a nice mark. His teammates over the barricade telling him to send it long. He puts it in the direction of Moylan Johnson. He couldn't hold on. There's a whistle. This one will come back to the Thunder. And Hunt. To switch it right across the 50 to McCarr. Down towards 5 minutes remaining in this one. East Fremantle have got the job done. By how many points is the question. At the back, Leishman. Long kick forward. Patton flew over the top but couldn't mark. His opposing number in Abbott wins the footy. Kale They've worked this well, the Sharks. Although then the handball disappointing. Straight to Giller, who can run inside 50, give off a handball for Loon, back to Giller, really well worked, and then he missed. Did all the hard work. A desperate diving defensive lunge from Riley Singleton quells what was an impressive foray forward for the Thunder. And East Fremantle will not give in until the final buzzer. Brings the ball back in, Singleton to Abbott, who's coming up for disposal number 31 on return to this side. He's averaging 20 disposals a game. That number will increase off the back of today. He averages over 5 marks a game as well, so wins plenty of the footy. Jed Abbott, Saxon Carr standing in the road. Can hold his head high. He's been good today. Sends it long to the goal square. And they get a mark. Giller flew again, then gets a boot to ball. Somebody put a stick of wood in the way. It hits the post. And another behind for the Thunder. Giller's been quite good today as well. Plenty of disposals for him. 5 marks, 2 behinds. Could have been an even better day. Mayle's going to set himself. Flying over the top of him, though, was McCarr. Here's McCarr, the Harvey Brunswick product. Game number 12 for him as he sends it long. Top of the goal square. There are the Crummers. Little wanted to handball it to himself, I reckon. East Fremantle win it back through Connolly. Handball away to Bassage. And they clear again. 3 minutes to go. Nice mark again taken by Cruz McCarr. Another of those overages out there today for Peel. 19 years old. Chairs it backwards with Ward. They can go all the way back to Fenton. Looking to switch. Uses Pringle, who spent the back part of this game in defence after starting through the midfield. 2024 State Academy squad member McKenna Pringle. 4th in the competition for tackles laid with 59. Part of the leadership group in this Peel side. It's of course captained by Drew Clark. Going inside 50 again, the Thunder. This ball gets out the back of everyone once more. Strong tackle laid by Griffin. Clark, the captain, Tom Ward, the vice-captain, and then Thompson, Pringle, and Russell, part of that leadership group. Giller, who's had 2-siders already. This time the snap is touched. I thought he had it on the 3rd time. It was not the charm this time around. Touch ball, another behind. And 3 points for Leo Giller to go with his 20 disposals and 5 marks. Just over a minute remaining in this one. The lead back under 50 points for Peel. I'd love it to stay that way. Their time for one more either way. Turnover, Wood, handball for Lachlan Ward. Just managed to get some quick hands away. Males, the same. Little buffeted off it. Thompson spun around 360. Just managed to get a handball away. Taj Kale lays a smother with his face. Leo Giller wouldn't lay the tackle. This is a dangerous kick. Patton's going to fly over the top of Abbott. Wins it back down to Leishman. Snap inside 50. Balloon didn't quite go when he needed to. He's then wrapped up. Ball spills, comes out. Gould. Handball away to Kale. Sweeping handball to Singleton. He couldn't quite find Jed Abbott. Boundary line. Beats everyone. This throw in will be the last play we see today from the Good Grocer Park. It's been all East Fremantle since the quarter time siren. They've deserved the win. Their percentage creeps toward the top of the competition. And they are set for a big second half of the year as we head towards the finals race into September. It's all East Fremantle here from the Good Grocer Park. The siren sounds. They win 12-8-80 to Peel Thunder 4-7-31. I've been Denham Melrose. Thank you for joining us here from the Good Grocer Park. We look forward to seeing more of your listening ears throughout the back half of the season. Thank you for joining us. We will see you next week. Goodbye.